It's not frozen on my side.
Okay, it's live. Oh my goodness.
Okay, well,
Jehovah's idea, Mimi.
Grace, you haven't even put the music. That's what you're supposed to do.
Grace it up, at the top. What do you want us to? What do you want us to talk about? Hi.
Technology don't need
What is going on? Me now on some kind of screen. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. It's the sound of victory.
Rejoice and fill this house. He has made a way where there was no way. Hallelujah. It's the sound of breakthrough. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh, let the sound of rejoicing fill this house. Hallelujah. 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 It's a sound of victory. It's a sound of victory. It's a sound of victory. Hallelujah. 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 Oh, let the sound of rejoicing in this house. He has done for me what no man has done. Hallelujah. This is sound of freedom. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh, let the sound of rejoicing fill this house. It's the sound of victory. It's the sound of victory. Shout hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Let the sound of rejoicing fill this house. Shout to the Lord of the
Hello. Give me guys 1 second. Awesome. Now we are back in the studio. Oh, hey, you guys give me 1 minute because I have to.
And now get your acts together.
Yeah.
Start talking. Get your act together, girl.
No, girlfriend, because I have to. My platform is always.
Tell her.
My platform is always private, so I got to open my settings.
What? You should be prepared, eh? You should
No.
be prepared.
That's why I'm leading all sisters like you, okay? I'm leading all the sisters like you. Anyway, guys, thank you. Today in the studio we have one of my best friend, Washuka, all the way from
Kenya, Belgium.
Belgium. I'm excited. I have Janet and I have Judy. The others are just driving. Some are driving, but we thank God.
Mwangu ameenda wapi, to be honest?
Wangu network yake Zeni Washuka technology ya kugeuza simu.
Zeni Washuka technology ya kugeuza simu. Shidwe. How?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
There you go. Anyway, guys.
Okay.
Yes. Today's topic. Thank you, Mama Fwadi. We are waiting for you. Today's topic,
Mama
Fwadi Joyce.
Oh my goodness, Grace, you're putting me on the spot.
It's okay, girl. We are women, and we are
it's
here.
Not okay.
We are here to empower women, and we are here to encourage women. Our topic today is about Mike Oliver.
Why did you put me on this, to be honest?
Mzungu Mwitu, not to be disrespectful, I want to make a clarification. We're not being disrespectful, but my sister likes to call those guys who like to play around with women. That's why we specifically put that there. We're not trying to be disrespectful. The story about Mike Oliver is apparently or allegedly a white guy who goes to Kenya. And when he's in Kenya, allegedly, he is sleeping with women. He overhears or he's told that women in Kenya, how they are and how their outlook about white men. And allegedly, he decides going to sleep with multiple women. And in the process of sleeping with women, allegedly, he was sick. He had HIV. Allegedly. We are not claiming the true identity of Mike Oliver, and we are not, again, I repeat, we are not saying that the story is true or it's a lie. We are just going by allegedly what has been talked about. And so tunajua this is an issue. I'm gonna put my earpiece, honey, Bobo. You guys wait for a minute. So you guys have to understand where we are coming from, but we have to address these issues. So kama kuna huyo Mike, you're out there, na wewe ni Mike Mwitu, just know wewe ni Mzungu Mwitu and it's wrong to do what you're doing. I'm going to open this platform. I have tons of questions to ask, and I hope even my sister today, Washuka, the other golden girl, is going to help us dissect this topic today. So you guys are welcome. So, Washuka.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with you. Because I know you feel sensitive about these, but I'm going to start with you. When Mike, apparently when that story came out.
I'm going to tell you something before we start. I haven't seen much of that. I don't know much of that story. So I have just seen a few things here on Facebook. So I don't know much about the story.
Okay, that's okay. Because we can relate with our experiences or our friends or our relatives or even home. I mean, back at home, the stuff that people go through, right? So having said that, do you think, because it is very interesting how he was jumping from one woman to another woman to another woman to another woman, for him to sleep with so many women and not have this one consistent relationship, we don't even know
the only
how
thing
long.
I think he did wrong is the statement he made about Kenyan women. That is the only thing I think he did wrong, because there's so many African men who do the same. Do you get
Oh
me?
yeah, that's true.
That statement he made about African women, that they're cheap, they're that is one thing I
That's
loathe
true.
him about. Everything else, every man does that, but that
That's true.
statement is what got me like, no, you can't do this, you can't say this. Do whatever you want, because even African men do that. There are African men who are HIV, who have a lot of sexual transmitted diseases, and they do that, and they do that to their women, their own sisters and friends, and I don't know what. But the statement he made that
Mama,
cheap
what do you think he was saying? The truth?
African woman, we are cheap. We are not cheap.
We are not cheap. We are not cheap.
They
No.
are some cheap women.
Yeah.
Don't stigmatize everybody.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm talking about? The statement he made, that is the thing that I hate.
Washuka, I think even saying cheap women, I mean, I don't think they're cheap women, to be honest. I think the
They are
situation.
not. And now I am condemning him. I'm talking about what he said.
He said, allegedly, he said we are cheap women. I do not
Okay,
think
that's what was on
woman.
Facebook.
Yes.
Allegedly,
I don't
like
think
he said.
women are cheap.
I
It's
hate that.
that they sometimes
I
they
don't want, because I am somebody who have mimi nikiongea naongea like from, I am a very sentimental person.
Yes.
And I don't want to put this online because I can go really far.
It's okay. We are not judging. Your people watching there, don't judge this girl. Not judging. Not judging up in here. So it's okay. You can share your mind.
Yeah, I will try. I'm trying to do. Like the statement was wrong, really wrong.
So do you think with the new technology that we have right now, we have technology, we have a lot of social platforms, and I bless God. I honestly bless God for all the women out there who are opening platforms, right? To connect, like the girls, the girls Kenya. We have like Mwitu, we have like Sweetu or Mwitu, whatever these groups that are opening. I am so happy for those groups. I know there's a lot of damages that happens in the process, but there is an awareness that has not been before. We understand how things are on the ground. For example, I'm gonna put it out there like a question. Do you think when you start dating somebody, you should put that person on your profile? That way, maybe, just maybe.
No.
Yes. So if we had, let me ask you, Washuka,
unless he is serious, he is serious with you,
definitely don't. And it's
not
even that, Washuka. It's not even. It's
you
not
have to
even
be committed to you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
But let me ask this question. Anybody can answer. Let me ask this question. So if you don't want to put the person on your profile, do you think maybe we could have caught this Mike Oliver at early stages before he started jumping from one woman to another woman?
It wasn't like he was, dating this women. He was sleeping with them. It's not dating. For one, let's start there. Number one, he wasn't dating them. He was just sleeping with them. So I am not going to sit over here and put somebody on my profile page while we are just, messing around. That's not going to happen. Number two,
don't do that.
Yeah. Number two,
your camera is moving a lot.
I honestly don't advocate for anybody.
Your phone is moving a lot.
Oh, sorry. Is it not moving now?
Well, you're gonna have to keep it somewhere, honey boo boo, so that
it is somewhere. Anywho, Number 2, I don't advocate for anybody putting their spouse's profile picture on. I mean, the spouse's picture on their profile.
Your spouse.
One,
When you talk about a spouse,
there's a lot of haters out there. There's a lot of people who, one, will not be happy for you, and there's a lot of people who will be praying evil all over you just so you can break up with the spouse. There's also people
come on,
that
girl.
will also,
Come on, girl.
hi.
Come on, girl.
There's also
Hi.
people.
Hey,
There's
Mama.
also,
Hi.
hi, Mama Freddy.
Hi, Ashuka. Hi,
Hi.
Judy. Hi,
Hi.
Janet. Hi.
There's also people that will. There's also people that just want to ruin whatever it is that you have. Why? Because they're gonna come after whoever it is that you're dating. So I don't really advocate for it, honestly. I mean,
Okay.
it's okay.
What are we talking about? As a spouse or just somebody you met? Somebody you have sex with?
A spouse.
If you meet
general.
if you meet somebody, and I do not, let me tell you something. I do not think that Mike was just sleeping with a woman here without some lying involved, without some extension of a day or 2 or a week.
It happens.
Why the pictures then?
Yeah.
So he wasn't. I don't think he was just sleeping. There was an extension of a dating, whether it's a week or 2 weeks.
I doubt it.
20 women. No.
Yeah.
No.
You're dating over 50 women at the same time. 50? Come on, Grace. Yeah.
Can you, Janet? Can you give us that picture of that Mzungu Mwitu?
No,
Mzungu
I don't
Mwitu.
even want to see that anymore. I don't want to see that anymore. I've seen it so many times.
No, it's for the viewers.
I don't see it anymore.
This is the thing. They have Google. They can Google it.
Just a few seconds and I'll take it off.
Yeah. Yes. That's the Mike Oliver we are talking about. That is our Mzungu Mwitu of the day.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that anymore. I don't want to see it anymore.
Thank you, Janet.
I don't either.
And
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. It is.
Yes.
It's one of those things that it's just
disgusting.
Yeah. And what Washuka, what you were saying about the way he portrayed, women, Kenyan women especially, that was the most disgusting part to me. It's because you're painting. Yes,
every Kenyan woman is cheap.
Yeah,
every Kenyan woman is cheap,
and it's so pathetic.
I don't know what
it's
true, but that statement was there.
Yeah, that statement really disturbed me. It really did. It hit home with me.
Victor,
Mama Fred, what do you think?
Give me the
mimi mkiniuliza mimi nitatetea inilo. Unajua ni inilo? Mimi niko saidia Kazungu.
Oh God.
Interesting. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody is entitled to their everybody is entitled to their opinion.
You know the difference. Kuna wanaitwaje huyu Mzungu Mwitu, Mike Oliver. There are so many there. Only because Mike Oliver ni Mzungu na ameongea ukweli. Lakini how many blacks are doing there? The way Washuka was saying. Lakini hawasemi. Wanaendelea wanapambaza huku na huku lakini hawasemi. Only because this Mzungu said the truth. And he said Kenya women are cheap. Which is very true. Kwa sababu sahi Mzungu, because yes. Unajua nyinyi Kenya sijui mnaijua tu pale na Nyuki na Nairobi. But if you go around, you will see how cheap we are.
We are not.
Yes.
I don't think we are. It's okay. We have our own opinion. I respect everybody's opinion.
Like now you have saying that
nitakupinga vibaya sana. We are not.
There is this Grace amedoubt akasema. Grace akasema ati maybe he was dating somebody maybe 2 weeks. Halafu anaruka anaenda 2 weeks na huyu. No, it is not true. Tembea, mimi nilikuwa juzi Malindi. Tembea pale. Kuna Mike Oliver wengi pale. Wanachukuanga mmoja leo, kesho unamuona akichukua mwingine, kesho anachukua mwingine, kesho unakaa huko holiday 15 days, unakuta Mzungu wa miaka 70 amechukua 15 girls different.
And who does he portray himself to be? Anaita watu wa Kenya cheap. Who is he?
No, who is he? Sasa na wewe ni nani sasa unaenda kupadulia mguu? Who is cheaper? It's you who is taking that $150, unachukua unapanua. You are the one who is cheaper kwa sababu yeye anafanya nini? Yeye anakuja kujitafuta. It's you as a woman. Ni wewe uko supposed kusema no.
No, don't do that.
But because no tusemeni ukweli. Let us not cover the truth and ile kitu iko. Tusemeni ukweli na because it is happening even now.
Who is the common demand? Who is the common denominator? Who is the common denominator in all those women? Not who is desperate.
Apara tu
who is desperate?
Uongee ile kizungu chip washuka kwa sababu mimi
who is the common denominator?
Usikanyangie ile vocabulary
washuka.
Who is the common denominator?
Mama Fuadi amesema uongee kizungu nyepesi kwa sababu ukiongea kizungu kama hiyo haelewi, so lazima you have to lighten up your English.
and funny let us say the things the way they are. Unajua watu wanaongea mambo hawa wazungu and maybe they have not lived with them kule. Mimi sisemi kuishi na wazungu huku, kuishi na wazungu kule. Mimi nakwambia I swear hakuna mzungu anaendanga pale anaenda kutongoza mwanamke. Ni wanawake wanafuatanga wazungu. So these are the women who followed this Mike Oliver. Is very difficult kuona mzungu atoke kwa kiti yake akuja chukue huyu Mama Fuadi aseme Mama Fuadi kuja na mimi. It is not true.
Lakini usiseme Joyce, usiseme ati wanawake peke yako ndio wanafuata wazungu. Kuna wazungu wanafuata wanawake. This is a special case.
This is very special. Yes. Let us give 1%. Yes, ndio nakwambia patia 1%. Patia 1% wale wanakuanga, lakini wazungu wengi wakikuja Kenya si lazima wafuate madem, si kama hawa wasichana mmeona wamepigwa picha. Si ati walienda pale wakasukumiwa, wakawekwa pisto kwa kichwa, hapana. Hao ni walimfuata.
Wewe Joyce wewe.
But unajua Joyce. Okay, Mama Fuadi, I can see where you're coming from. But I think I am more disappointed and more upset. Alikuwa na hawa wanawake while he knowingly knew that he was sick allegedly.
Hiyo ni ya kupeleka, hiyo nimekataa kabisa. Hiyo alifanya, hiyo ni ya kuingia jela. Hata akijulikana huku, I don't know where he comes from. Lakini akijulikana huko kama ni mtu kama citizen wa Switzerland, yeye anaingia jela direct. Unaona? Hiyo no, that one I don't, hiyo naikataa kabisa. No, even because he cannot do in his own country, he cannot do that. So vile alienda kufanya hivyo Kenya akijua ni mgonjwa, that one is bad. Lakini kusema ati wasichana wa Kenya ni cheap, hiyo ni ukweli kabisa. Tusiwatetee, tusijitete. Tuko kwa
Washuka, what do you have to say? Umekataa mambo ya cheap?
No, we are not cheap.
No,
we are not cheap.
Washuka is talking for herself.
I think Mama Fuadi, we are cheap. And I'm talking about we, because I'm also a Kenyan woman. I don't think we are cheap. I think
we are not cheap.
We are desperate.
I'm not talking for me. I'm talking I'm talking to women who are like me. We are not cheap.
That's what I'm saying. Going after these Mzungu, I think it's out of desperation to change our status quo, to change our lifestyle. I don't think they're cheap the way he made us look like we are cheap.
No, we are cheap when you go running after Mzungu, unakata hata hai inaanguka ukimbizana na yeye. I know it is
good. Yes, you are very wrong. You are so wrong.
Yes.
You are so wrong. Joyce yenye. You are so wrong.
Kwa hivyo wewe ufikiri then you don't think this huyu ni Mzungu Mwitu?
Hapana, unajua wakati wakifika kule, wakifika wazungu wakiwa pale kule wanakuanga
the blame on women. Why
they look special
always on women?
Unaona? Mimi hata sasa
why is the blame always on the girls?
And that's how I felt Washuka.
No. Huyu Mzungu uniambie ni nini ile kitu mbaya, hiyo mambo ya ugonjwa ni mbaya. Lakini mambo ya kusema wacha nikwambie Mzungu anajilipia tikiti. Anaenda.
Wewe ungekuwa mwanaume.
Hana maneno nyingi.
Ungekuwa mwanaume wewe.
Yeye hana maneno zake.
Ile kikitu kwa mwanaume wewe. Unatetea wanaume tu.
I'm on both. I'm on both. I am kind of on both sides. I understand where you're coming from, but I also have a lot of sentiment like Washuka.
No, ni vile hata hawa wanakuanga na shida. Mnajua wazungu wengi wanakujanga huku wakiwa wameokoka, wanarudi wakiwa backslide. Because wanakuja huko alafu
wanakuja kama missionary. Okay, hold on. Wanakuja kama missionary. We are the ones who change them.
Wakifika huko wana backslide. Mungu saidia. Wakirudi hapa alafu na wakuta sasa wakikuja huku sasa warudi wakiwa missionary. Sasa wanarudingi kisingo. Mtu anaendanga sijui anarudingi kufanya nini. Unasikia anarudi lakini si missionary. Sasa anarudi
kama sasa Mwitu. Anarudi kama Mwitu.
Anarudi kama Mwitu. Ile kitu alionyesha huko anaona hapana. Haendi na group ya missionary tena, missionary inakufa. Muniambie kwa nini wanakujanga huko? Kwani huko kuna asali gani? Hakuna huko.
Mbona mosabu?
Washuka.
Gire siku ndio baka ana mo something. Todo ya durio.
Lakini tena washuka nema. Mimi najua neje mnaenda kutetea ile tu wa Kenya lakini ni sawa tu. Lakini mimi niko in that group of desperate person even if I was in Kenya.
Si kutetea wasichana wa Kenya. It's like putting the facts on the table. Like Joyce, let's talk now reality. Kuna wasichana wengi sana. They are there. Wako kwao. Amezaa mtoto ako kwao. But utafuti tu mwanaume. Unatafuta mwanaume, a serious person.
Yes.
So you meet that kind of a guy thinking he's going to be serious with you.
Yes.
Anakuchezea.
And those girls on that picture, sorry to say now, guy more than you lady. Sorry to say, wasichana wote, I don't believe there's one of them went there just for fun.
That's true.
I don't think so too.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. They were
there
wangekuwa na pesa, kama wangekuwa na pesa, wako na maisha yao, hawangekuwa kwa hiyo list. That's why I'm telling you, it's because of this cheapness and this desperation.
No,
mimi ningekuwa kwa hiyo list.
No,
mimi personally,
you are wrong.
Kama kwa hiyo picha,
nothing to do with cheapness.
Why not? Mimi kama nikutana na yeye wakati mimi nilikuwa kwa hiyo shida, mimi ningekuwa kwa hiyo list.
Ungekuwa kwa the front line picture.
Hiyo wewe ni visa unatafuta wewe.
Nothing to do with cheapness. It has everything to do with looking for something to hold on to, for someone to love you, for someone to take care of you.
Kwani unafuata mzungu kwa nini? Kwani hakuna wanaume Kenya?
That's true.
Kwani unafuata mzungu kwa nini? Ni visa. Unataka kuchange maisha, unaona, because you are desperate. Let's use that one. You are desperate.
No. I was not desperate.
Sasa unaenda kujitafutia, ukienda kutafuta mzungu, unakuta huyu mzungu mwitu ni wangapi tumekutana nao? There are so many. Unakutana ni wengi, and these people see ati 50 ameweka ni wale aliwapata akapiga screenshot, lakini ni wangapi waliwapata wakiwa walevi wako kana hata picha.
That's what I wondered. How many other women allegedly, if he did that, how many other women did he do that?
Na wazungu wana tabia ya kubeba hata wawili watatu pamoja.
That's true.
Tunapigiwa tu kale kamoja tunaona hivi.
So we can clearly say these women were going after these men to change their status quo. Not because we are cheap, but because we are desperate.
No.
Yes.
Not everybody is desperate.
Not everybody. That's true. Not everybody, but majority are desperate to change. And when I say desperate, I mean there's an inner thing that there's an inner cry.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
To be a change. A change where I want a better life. I want to better myself in a career. I want a better marriage, a better family. I want to help my family. I mean, whatever there's that drive.
I want to be loved.
Yeah. There's that inner desperation for something.
That's the word.
So I just feel bad for these women.
No, alafu mzungu anaonekananga kitu safi. Hata akikuja Kenya. Watu wanamuamini.
I agree with you on that.
Unaweza lala na mzungu bila condom because you still think unakonga na hii mentality ya mzungu ni msafi kila kitu, hata damu ni msafi. Unaona?
Hii ni kanisa ya women, golden girls.
Sasa ukipata mzungu wewe, hata kama una
hadi msafi kaibwaza sijaona msafi.
Hapana,
ni rangi tu.
Ni mgonjwa, huwezi fikiria ni mgonjwa. Ni wangapi tunawawanga hapa, ukienda kuoa after 3 days ukiwakuta wako mpaka na mtungi ya oxygen, na wewe hujui. Unaona hawa wazungu ni you never know what you get. Ile kitu unachukua ile kitu ile takataka umeokota twende.
Guys,
only to change your life, unaona? Lakini ni bahati. Alafu wazungu wengi wana tabia nyingi sana. Mimi nataka kusema ukweli kwa sababu unajua mimi
it's okay. We respect everybody's opinion.
Joyce, ongea.
We do respect. And for the viewers, we are talking about this guy allegedly went to Kenya for whatever reason. He slept with more than 50 women and he was HIV positive.
That's unbelievable.
Allegedly. His name is Mike Oliver, but we have a lot of Mike Olivers even in Kenya who are allegedly black. But so I'm gonna throw back the platform back to Mama Fuadi.
Na ukiuliza huyu Mike Oliver huyu hakukula sare. Mzungu ni mzuri sana. Alilipa. Hakukula sare. Alilipa.
Nani jana alienda wapi? Judy alienda wapi, by the way?
And that's what he said. But then that's what he said.
Judy,
he said he was giving the money. Alisema aliwalipa pesa.
Alafu washukana aliambia ati hawa alikuwa naenda for love. Ni siku gani? Mimi nikikumbuka my ex, mimi sikuenda ati kwa sababu ya pesa, kwa sababu ya upendo, that love blind. Lakini huyu kwa sababu anakupatia 1,000 na labda anakuambia nitakuongezea 500 tukule nyama kwa nyama. Wewe unakubali, unaweka
that's so sad. Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't know that.
So there should be then, you know, because this is a pandemic. It's like corona. This is a pandemic in African
because
countries.
I know most of the people wale wanaongea mambo hiyo ya wazungu. Mimi nimeona kwa comment. Unaona? There are these people who live inaitwa north Nairobi kwenda chini huku but ukienda coast these things are normal. Ukienda coast everything you can see is normal. Mimi sijaona mtu wa coast akicomment because these things are there. Kuna mzungu hata huko hata mgonjwa anajulikana ni mgonjwa, lakini utamuona kila siku na kastana, leo huyu kesho huyu. Wow. Oliver ni kwa sababu amepiga selfie.
Wow.
Oliver is something, but these things are happening even now. Sasa tunaongea, they are happening. We went with my daughter in Malindi. Hata my daughter kaniambia Jesu. Kwa sababu hata wazee, si ndio, kwa sababu hata wazee wanafuata my daughter. Hata alisema these people they are
wenye wako na oxygen au unasema wenye wako na oxygen?
Ndio, hawa. Hata unaona ni mzee ni maiti barabarani inatembea. Lakini bado inafuatana na tuseme
sio wazungu peke yake. The first time I visited my sister, nikaenda Milimani, alikuwa na shop na salon Milimani, lakini kulikuwa na restaurant. My daughter was then 9 years old. Tukaingia kwa bar. Achani kusema mambo ya wazungu peke yake. Tukaingia kwa bar. My daughter was 9 years old. Like alikuwa kanono, kanatumatiti, she was looking good. Mwanaume mweusi, I almost fought in that bar. Aliona huyo msichana anatongoza msichana, and she doesn't even speak Kikuyu or Swahili.
Imagine.
Mweusi, si mzungu, mweusi.
Igua igoma.
Miaka 9. 9 years old.
Wow.
9 years old.
Niambie kama nasari huyo ni makofi unaweza mpigia ama
muthuri mukuru nginya gukira muthuri wake. I was
kwa hivyo
so
huyo ni
mad.
Mkenya Mwitu.
My sister stopped me from fighting. Kuna Wakenya Mwitu, kuna Wazungu Mwitu.
Yes.
It's all of them. What Wazungu Mwitu, Mkenya Mwitu. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yes, Oliver is only an example.
Let's call a spade a spade. Wengi sana Wakenya Mwitu, Wazungu Mwitu. Call a spade a spade. Wanaume ni wale. Mwitu ni mwitu. Mzungu, mweupe, mweusi. Mwitu ni mwitu.
Mwitu ni mwitu, ni kweli.
My daughter alikuwa anatongozwa na muthuri muiru.
Na muthuri ucio kone atongoza kama mwana waku uguo ritiri ya mbere gwika uguo.
9 years old, yes.
Ni kwa sababu ni kitu wamezoea na ni kitu wanapatiango wanaendanga hata na hao watoto wake wa 10 years. Unapatia mtoto 500
Sio mzungu peke yake, wanaume weusi wanafanyanga hivi. It's all over the world. Black, white, yellow, blue, whatever.
Yeah.
They do that. All of them do that.
But it's so sad. It's very pathetic. I think it's very pathetic.
Very sad.
Yeah. Lakini as Joyce anasema, it's happening. I think it's a big issue in African countries.
No, it's happening. It's happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Kuna wazungu. Those wazungu who take advantage of us.
Yeah.
Our situations. They know there are girls in Africa who have problems. There are girls in Africa who don't have a place to go. There are girls in Africa who needs help. They are there and they go there. And they are flocking there like birds. Wanaenda watongoza wasichana.
Yeah.
They use them. I know it's happening. It's happening. I know that. Lakini kuna wanaume wetu, mabrother zetu, mababa zetu wako huko, they do the same. Exploiting their own. Wazungu wanaenda, and that's how wazungu, they feel so comfortable. They are so comfortable doing that there because their peer men are doing the same. They're supported. They have support there. They don't just, if we fought for our girls, if we fought to protect our girls, those guys will never come in there and take advantage of our girls.
Yes.
It's because it's allowed.
It's allowed. It's allowed because even the government. The government has failed. The government has failed them because they're not providing. The job.
Society has failed.
The society has failed too. Yes.
Society, not the government. The society has failed them.
They blame the government because it does not provide job.
Si kupenda kwa mtu kufika hiyo point.
Society has failed them. Sio government, society.
Lakini hata wewe useme
angekuonia kuria umete, mamu wanyu angekuonia, you take care of yourself. You do that. But if you come from a poor background and the society has this thing that you have to have this kind of life. You have to be good, you have to marry well, you have to do that. You can't marry a poor man. You can't have that. You just have to think. You are, in your mind, you are set to think, I have to do well. I have to get a good man. I have to get a rich man. I have to live well. I have to have money. Which is not wrong. There's nothing wrong about having money. There's not wrong about having a good husband who takes care of you, who pays the bills, who does that all. But because of that, we are pushed into going and looking and searching for someone who will fulfill those things that they are asked and wanted and everybody. I remember something. God, my goodness. When I got my husband, when I married my husband, I love my husband. He's white. I'm saying he's white, and I love him. But when I met him, when I learned to know him, one person in my family told me, "Ozie ogethe, ozie ogethe urehe na huku." That doesn't work. You have so much pressure on yourself to go and do something so you can help your family. You get me, girls?
Yes.
I think it's because they don't have the understanding.
I refused the pressure. From one of my family member. I said, no, it is my life. I'm going to live it the way I want to live it. But that pressure pushes girls into doing those things, to beating the mics.
Yes. Ona ige ugo aria ginya pressure.
They push them to go to the mic.
Itumite airetu aige matigathungu ao guku kwa sababu unajua wazungu wote si ati mnakuta mzungu unaweza mkuta, but ile vitu wanakuitisha nyumbani, huyu mzungu hawezani kukupatia, mpaka wanatupa mzungu, wana decide waende wakatafute nje. Ukienda kutafuta nje unajikuta kwa barabara. Yes, vile Washuka naongea ni ukweli.
That's very sad.
Yes. Lakini unajua Washuka sasa, unaona yeye alisema no, I live my life, lakini kuna mwingine hana hiyo nguvu ya kusema hapana na nini.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking. Unajikuta mtu
those audio, they are the culprits of mites. The culprits of mites.
So we need more education on these women. So if you are around a group of girls or women, I think it's good to pour yourself out, and that's why I like this platform, because it comes over here and people talk about issues so that another person on the other side can resonate with that story or resonate with that experience, and maybe have a different way of tackling an issue. You know?
Yes.
Kama saizi, the way you pointed out, like, you refuse the pressure of the family. Yes. There's a girl, I think it's one of the platform here on Facebook, that posted of a girl in Sweden. Don't take my word. Either it's in Sweden, somewhere in Europe. This girl is like in her 20s. Apparently, she has been pressured by the family, and with the pandemic, coronavirus, her business was affected, so she wasn't able to send money back home. But the pressure that they were putting her,
she's from Vienna.
Her to go Vienna. She went into depression, and now the story was airing online how she wanted to commit suicide. It's very sad. At 20-year-old or 20s, in her 20s, she is contemplating suicide because she is overwhelmed, she is depressed, because the family back at home doesn't understand.
There's something we also forget.
Ali commit suicide.
Oh, she did. I didn't follow up with that story.
No, she did commit suicide. She did. Si ndio nimesikia ile group yetu ya Europe wamechanga. Angelica alikuwa ananiambia leo.
Oh, that's so sad. See, that's what I'm saying.
There's something we forget.
Yule demo na haircut na
forget.
I
don't know. They just talked about. I just read the story.
There's something we forget so much.
She was in our groups.
There's something we forget a lot, that God is working. Wherever we are now, you made your effort, Joyce. You did what you could have done then. But it was not only you.
No, it was not me. It was
God was here with you.
Yeah, it was not me. If it was nini juaga ni akodari nyike gudigihota ona thaici ndingicoka thutha ndingihota koguo ona ndiu ni atendekire.
Whatever the case, whatever the situation, if God takes you from one step to the other,
yes,
if you go from one step to the other,
yes,
it's because God is with you.
True, very true.
Mwitu or no Mwitu.
Very true.
But Washuka, I agree with what you're saying. But then what is the solution for these young girls?
What is the solution? Are we ever going to find a solution?
Go to school, study, work hard, be your own person. That's my message.
That's good for you to say. That's good for you to say. But the reality on the ground is not the reality on the ground is not what you're saying.
Yes.
Tukiwa Ulaya, when we are in Europe or we are in America, you can tell somebody, hey, go to school and better yourself. In Kenya, they can go to school, but at what point do they get even a job?
No.
You know? So
like
so
now,
I don't think
would
be a solution.
Like
and
now,
that's why
it's difficult.
That's why I told you the government has failed because it has not created those job opportunities. Because if there were job opportunities like it is here in the United States, then those people will not have the same issues.
Lakini ni ukweli washuka anasema ni watu wafanye kazi, waende kazi, waende shule hata kama sikumaliza. Mtu aende shule na kama hutamaliza uende ufanye kazi.
A little bit of education.
You go to work. Yes, a little bit of education and you go to work.
Kazi kwa I would like all the Kenyan people who are there to tell us kazi kwa wapi in Kenya?
Kazi
hakuna kazi.
Hakuna kazi.
Ukiwa na education is the key na Mungu.
I agree with you.
Ukimaliza kusoma, if it doesn't work, huyo Mike atakuja kwa sababu ataletwa na Mungu kwa maisha yako. I believe maybe I'm stupid.
That one is true.
Maybe I'm stupid. When you have done what you have to do, when you have done what God wants you to do, na umekosa tu, Mungu atakulifanya. I believe in the fact that when you have done it, whatever you need to do, na umefika mwisho, then God comes. Au wengine wanatafuta maisha zao, au ndio wanakuta na mics yao. Kuna wana fantasy, tunaona kuna fantasy wazungu nini.
No, ugora mera unajua mimi ningekuwa pale kwa chini sasa ukiniambia hivyo. Mimi naweza sema huyu ananidanganya aje kwa sababu mimi I know very well mzungu hata haikuja kama kuna mtu anataka mzungu hata haikuja anytime ati akupiga kwa mlango akwambie wewe kuja hata mama fuati. Unaona?
Sio mzungu
hata kuja kwa kanisa akutafuta kwambie kuja wewe umeomba sana kuja hapa kuja nitakupeleka Europe. Hata kuja hapana.
Na sio mzungu peke yake. Mimi naambia wasichana wanaambia
umeomba wewe ndio ninataka.
Umeomba sana wewe boss unakuanga pale mbele kuja nikupeleke Europe kuja nitakupeleka
kuna story ya unaitwa Ann Brother. Unajua Ann Brother? Wa Muratha. Wewe wa Muratha. I'm telling something. Wa Muratha.
Watu wote wameokoka wote they are my people. I love you guys. Hao watu wote wameokoka.
Nikereria.
Nakwambia wangekuwa in a different position.
Wewe mutimeta wa Muratha. Wa Muratha na kere. Wa Muratha aririo horo ayetu bakoragwo kanitha. Akahuja akiuga ati airĩtu othe murenda muthuri mwega, black, dark, and all that and all and blah 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 blah. No, wageithio ndurageithika. Wageithio ndurageithika. Wageithio muhonoku ndurageithika ukahituka. Makareka mahituke. Geithio ugeithike. Ohe ndeti muthi munye cai. Muendelee na maisha. Unigetha wone mundu hau niho urionera mundu. Okay, it sounds maybe very shallow, like go out there, look, tafuta how wana amaikisho mbona mtamaikire
the Mike Olivers, all the Mike Olivers out there.
Niliona hizo mapicha, by the way hizo mapicha wanasema ati wanawake wao somebody's wife.
Actually ndiramakira ndio nakwambia
sasa tunafika pale ya cheapness mkusema I'm very sorry mkisema ati ni watu desperate.
Yes, these are so cheap and desperate that even I can take even someone's wife. Nikitaka mimi hata mzungu ninachukua bibi mzungu hivi. Bibi
mwanamke alikuwa bibi ya mtu anafanya nini? Kutafuta
bibi ya mtu
mzungu.
alikuwa anafanya nini?
Not unless.
Na mzungu mwitu.
Not unless.
Alikuwa anakuja Ulaya, anaacha bibi yake, anaacha bwana yake. Kwani hawangeenda kutafuta visa kama watu wale wengine wa play green card? Lazima angeenda.
Sasa I got you girls now. I'm too late, but I got you girls. I've got a new girls. Mzungu mwitu. Ni modo talemenya.
Mzungu mwitu. Mzungu mwitu. Hata si nimekwambia tuko na watu
talemenya.
Yeah. Mzungu mwitu.
Ni modo talemenya ni bocio ri.
Tamakari mutimia wa mundu ugatiga thuri nyumba ni ona ndatiga ka boyfriend ora nekedie kwa jesieni ekedie kwa take that back.
So there might be a reason. If you had a reason to do that, there was a reason for that married woman to do that.
Desperation. Very desperate. You are ready for everything.
Yes, true.
No, my heart reaches out to me. My heart still reaches out to those women. My heart is still reaching out to those women because
me
it's
too.
The story behind them. The story behind them.
I'm telling you, I am not for that guy. I'm not for him. Not at all. Whatever the case, come on, continue. I don't care, but I am not. The fact that he put those pictures online with those
that's women, another thing.
That is
another
wrong.
thing. That's too shady.
So
that's too
wrong.
Shady. Yeah.
That is the worst thing he can do.
Lakini Joyce ya kompani ya mzungu mwitu amesema kama ni yeye hata angekuwa kwa hiyo picha, hata yeye mwenyewe angekuwa kwa hiyo picha.
Ndio nasema unajua wasichana hata wako hapa wale wako kwa hiyo picha. Mimi najua sasa hivi wanashtuka, labda wako pale hata wataki kutoka kwa nyumba. Mimi ningewaambia msishtuke, tokeni kwa nyumba, hata muendelee, kwa sababu you are not alone. We are very many out here, very many. We are big group. Na wengi ni wale wako hii side Europe. Nakwambia tuko wengi. So nyinyi msijali, tokeeni. Huyu mzungu vile alikuja ni vile hata hawa wetu walikuja, na wengi walikuja na wengi waliendelea hivyo, na itaendelea mpaka kesho na kesho kutwa. So msikue desperate timchukue kamba timseme it is the end of life.
No.
Yeah.
It is not the end.
Yeah.
It's not the end of it's not the end of the world.
That's a good advice.
You're right. You're right, Joyce.
Yeah. For them to
right, Joyce.
Yes. Watoke now to continue with life.
Yes, you continue with life.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. Thank you for that.
Big one. Thank you for closing up this with that.
Yes.
It's not the end of their life.
There's one thing I want to close with, and it's only going to take like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Na nilipost kwa some groups. Swali ni tulikuwa na debate the other day about short men syndrome. Apparently it's a thing. I don't know whether you guys know about it, but I guess it's a thing. There's a short man syndrome where short men have a particular personality or character. Friend yangu juzi aliniambia je, I cannot date a short man. They're very hot-tempered. Ni watu they like to. Alinipatia a list. I said I didn't.
Have you watched Game of Thrones?
Huh?
The Game of Thrones.
No.
Game of Thrones. There's that. Yeah. Kuna mwanaume hapo, a very short guy, a dwarf. He's an actor. He is my favorite character. He's short, really short. I'm not tall. He's really short. He is the most handsome person in that series to me. So, short people. Love yourself. Hold yourself high. Mataka nyuma matiti mbele.
You don't
Short people.
So you don't think they have a syndrome?
Mataka nyuma matiti mbele. Yeah.
So you don't think they have a problem? you don't think they have a problem like kukuwa na hasira ati wako na hasira sana they have to prove themselves
because they feel let down. Yes, if you watch Game of Thrones, you see that the character that character what you're talking about, they feel like they not like people. Everybody looks because you are told he's there, so everybody looks there and he's there. Nobody sees him.
I did not know. People say, but
you
I
have to watch Games of Thrones. Watch Games of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
I did not think it was that rooted that people talk about the short man syndrome.
It is.
Just watch short man syndrome.
Nĩreke ndĩmwĩre ona reke ngĩmwĩre no nĩndĩrathomire post ĩyo no ndathoma gĩthũngũ kĩu gĩothe rĩ mimi nilishika opposite. Me I thought you were talking about ati yule short man na hiyo maneno ingine leo ni gutiko kĩgo gĩako kĩrĩa hivi maũndũ mangĩ ona kafoguo na comment
you're the wicked one.
Yes, the evil one. Me was thinking about other thing.
You Joyce.
I swear mimi I didn't comment nikasema ni hivyo lakini hivyo nili understand.
So
now I was
that's mama funny for you.
Mambo ya character. Yeah.
No, that is not mama funny. I love her. She's raw.
Lakini unasikia line zenye naenda kuingia yeye we were not talking about the anatomy. We are talking
the character.
She is raw and I love her for that.
Hatuko tunaongea mambo ya anatomy.
You are raw.
Tunaongea mambo ya personality. The character itself.
It doesn't matter. You be yourself.
But I'm glad that you guys are not bothered because I wasn't bothered. I've never looked at a short person in a different way, but I guess people think otherwise about short people.
I think they are great and they are good people.
They are good
just like anybody else.
Washuka the next time join us. I've really enjoyed your company.
I have enjoyed you. Yes, yeah, you are nice too.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we are finishing,
I speak my mind always.
Yes, I love. Onani, you are very mature here.
Very.
Thank you.
Yes, you are very mature.
We are wrapping up. We are about to wrap up. Janet, give us the overview of Mzungu Mwitu.
I don't have much information, but kusikiza venye washuka na mama Fadi walikuwa nasema very interesting though because it's two different perspectives. For me, I hold truth with the same thing. Kama venye mama Fadi alikuwa nasema the Kenyan women are cheap. I disagree with that because I'm Kenyan. I like to think I'm not, but I am Kenyan. So I cannot say that they're cheap. When you listen to Grace, I think it's true. It's more of desperation. You want a better life, you know? So you're willing to do anything and everything that you can to get out of a bad situation. But I will go back to say this to the Kenyan women. I wish we would have more value in ourselves and go back to what Biblia imetuambia to see our bodies as temples and to truly take care of it. Wazungu is not the only way that we can get out of Kenya. They're not, when Joyce anasemanga, Wazungu is not oxygen. They're not. There's other ways that you can get out of Kenya. There's kuna watu wanananga Sudan. They get a passport there and come to the United States as refugees. Anything that you can do, you don't have to stoop yourself so low to be with a man so you can come abroad. That's not the only way to do it.
Go girl.
Another thing for me, I think venye Washuka alisema, it's true. It's not just the white people that are bad. You know, black people too are bad, you know. I don't think it has to do with race. It's just there's bad people in every race. There's Asian
humanity, human
white
beings.
People are bad.
Human beings. We are all human beings, black or white.
Well, black or white. It's just there's bad people everywhere. It's just na venye Joyce amesema, maybe these things really do happen in Kenya on a daily. Not to Jew about it. It's just Mike Oliver. Allegedly, this guy named Mike Oliver is the one that posted these people. But it's just so sad. You know, a white man say that Kenyan women are cheap. It's just so sad that we have come to that point where Black people, our lives in the United States, they're not valued. We're having to fight this fight of Black Lives Matter, because our lives are not seen as valuable. So to see a white man make that statement, it is so powerful. Then it rings around the world. When a white man says jump, everybody jumps. So that statement, everybody in the world anasikia anasema, oh, Kenyan women are cheap. No, they hear Black women are cheap. Black women can do anything that they're told to do. And it's just, I just wish we get to a point where we go back to Biblia. You know, I'm a novice in the Bible, but I always say, let's go back to the foundation, because the foundation will always hold truth. Your body is a temple. Respect yourself, women. Respect yourself. I know it's hard. Kwanza kuwa single, it's very hard. To want a better life, you want a better life. I get it, but do it the right way. It might be hard and it might take a long time, but please, especially Black women, please, we have to make a change. Already in the United States, we're fighting e-fight here. Black Lives Matter. We don't need to be fighting about Black women's lives are valuable, that we are queens. We don't need to be fighting this fight. We have bigger things to worry about. So I hope that tutashikana mikono sisi wote, not to call each other cheap, especially as Black women. We don't need to be tearing each other down even more to say that Kenyan women are cheap, or all women, we come together, we hold together, because we have come a long ways as women, white women, Black women, Asian women.
Think we are cheap, we are not cheap. They can think we are cheap, we are not cheap. We are strong, we are expensive.
Strong. Yes.
We have a lot of value.
A lot of value.
And hold yourself, girl. You are such a strong girl. You are such a strong girl.
We love you too,
Alois. Being strong like that.
Mimi wacheni nitetee Iniro. Wacheni niendelee kutetea Iniro. Iniro
wewe madena makuna ya Joyce. Yana madogo tanje makuna wewe. Tete tuge.
Acha nitetee. My Iniro Oliver says Kenyan girls are cheap for himself. He talked for himself. Because Kenyan girls are expensive for their own race. Wakipata kijana mwenzao Mkenya, wanasumbua huyu Mkenya. Anapelekwa kukula hamburger, anakataa kumpatia siku ya kwanza. Anapatiwa bundles, anakataa kupatia kijana. Anapelekwa wapi? Sijui Safari Park, anazungusha kijana wiki mbili kabla mpatie. Mzungu akipata mzungu siku moja tu hivi, akiona mzungu akimpatia 500 anafungua mguu. He was talking about himself. He's saying they are cheap for himself. You are expensive. Kenyan women are expensive for their own race. But when they see the other race, they are the most cheapest.
That's true.
Isn't that true? Isn't that true, girl? Oh my God.
Yes. Mnataka tufanye kitu moja. Tuchukue bwana yangu kitu moja.
Hapo uko na point. Hapo uko na point. Ako na point hapo washuka.
Nimesikia.
It's true. It's very true.
Nimesikia.
Mimi natetea ni wangu.
We are expensive to our men. Tunaringia wanaume wetu. But kama mzungu kakikuja,
ona niwe ureruta through wari.
Guilty as charged.
Joyce, I love you.
Hapo umetuambia ukweli. Hapo umetupatia maneno. That's very true, and it's very sad.
Guys,
Janet made a point. I think we have to be better. We have to be better as women, and we have to love ourselves. To up our game. We have to up our game.
Take the key to your future. Take the key.
Yes.
Hold it. Open the doors. Yes. Because God is going to give you the keys on your hand.
Yeah.
Take that key.
Yeah.
Open your door.
Otherwise, tutakuwa na Mike Oliver Mzungu Mwitu. Oh Lord. Okay. Thank you guys. I'm gonna give you each 1 minute to encourage those women, or I'm not gonna say to encourage Mzungu Mwitu for Joyce,
no.
You can give us a final word, each person, 1 minute. From Washuka, because just
girls,
1 minute.
Love you. A woman has to love themselves. Know yourself. Love yourself. and respect yourself.
Love yourself.
And be
Respect
selfish.
yourself. And be selfish.
So to say that, be selfish. Love you. Because you as a woman, everything that comes in your future, you have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. That's my final word.
Okay.
Love
what
you.
about you, Janet?
I said what I had to say, and that was it. To go back to Kenya Washuka amesema, yeah, love yourself for sure. Love yourself and be selfish. Yeah.
And Mama Fuadi?
Life has to go on to those women. Life has to go on.
Life has to go on.
Oh yeah, you know, because I feel them. I feel them. Huyu nilio hakuna shida. Huyu nilio kama angekuwa hapa kwa karibu, ningemtonga makofi nimpeleke mimi personally kwa polisi na nihakikishe nimemwingiza ndani, lakini hata sijui pahali yako. So we are not hawa wasichana, mimi I know how they are feeling now. Hata hawa walikuwa wameolewa hawa. Hao wameolewa sasa, tutawaambia nini? Even you, how can you tell these married people? Utawaambia nini? Hawa walikuwa na shida, walikuwa nafuata Oliver kwa sababu ya shida. Hakuna shida. Ni gotio dogu, awacha ni nyamaze tu. Unajua na
Me, my final word for all the girls out there. I will wrap up with what everybody has said. From loving yourself, don't beat yourself down. Go out there, continue living life, regardless of what life is throwing at you. Your character has been tarnished. You have been exposed, and there's some insecurity that comes with it. There is fear that comes with it. But go out there and put your full beauty and continue to pursue, regardless of what. Because as a woman, Janet said, we have come a long way as women, from old women, the old age women, where we didn't have the right even to speak, the right to sit even with men together, because there's some culture where men and women cannot sit together. I mean, women have fought a long way. So be ye encouraged as a woman. We have come a long way. Go out there and continue living life, and know that we are praying for you guys, and we are hoping that you will value yourself, and that God will see you through, and God will open doors for you, so that we don't look at this Oliver Mwitu, but look upon God to be our deliverer and to be our provider. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Look upon God.
Look upon
God. On God and on yourself. Your own strength, because God has given us strength as women. You can take care of yourself as a woman. Yes.
So God be with you, and God protect you and give you the peace, so that you are able to pursue your destiny. Yes. So we will see you back again next week. Thank you, Mama.
God is good. God is good. I love you.
Thank you. Bye, Janet.
Yes, we love you guys.
Good
Bye,
night.
Bye,
Joyce.
Bye.
Good night. Washuka, good night. Next time.